Hey everybody, welcome back to another WV Guns and Goats video. Now, unfortunately, it has been nasty weather here in West Virginia, and we haven't been able to get out to the range much. But being stuck inside, I thought it was time to turn a pile of parts that I've had for a couple months now into a fully built rifle that you see right here on the tripod. I decided to build a lightweight AR-15 20-inch gun, and I was able to get this gun under 6 pounds in weight. Now, I know it doesn't have an optic or iron sights or any accessories on it right now, but we'll touch on that later in this video. And the way I built this rifle, I wanted to reduce weight in the four major areas: the barrel, the handguard, the receiver, and the buttstock assembly. And we're going to talk about the parts I used to accomplish that goal. So before we get started, I'd like to ask you to headbutt that subscribe button to join the herd here at WV Guns and Goats. So let's go over the parts that I used in this rifle from front to back. Out front, I've got the Wolfpack Armory Night Howler. This is a flash hider and Plan B silencer mount. Now, it's also made here in West Virginia. Check out my video on the tour of Wolfpack Armory if you want to see what a manufacturer that builds firearms looks like on the inside there. Now, this barrel is a Faxon Firearms Gunner Profile 20-inch barrel. It's not a true pencil profile. It is a tapered pencil profile from the gas block to the chamber, and then from the gas block forwards, it is a pencil profile barrel. So it's a little bit stronger than a traditional pencil profile barrel. This is a 1 in 8 twist 5.56 NATO chamber, and it's got a .625 gas block on it. Now, speaking of gas block, I wanted to keep the reliability of the 20-inch rifle, so I stayed with a standard gas block, not an adjustable gas block. If I had went with an adjustable gas block, I could have saved some more weight by using a skeletonized carrier, but you have all the issues that come along with then having to tweak and tune an adjustable gas block. Now, I did find a lightened bolt carrier group, and we'll touch on that when we get to that portion of the rifle. But right now, I tried to keep the most reliability that I could in this rifle by using standard gas system parts. And then we have the Fortis Rev 2 handguard on here. And this is a pretty light handguard. For a 15.3-inch handguard, it only weighs 9.8 ounces, so it's pretty light. And one of the ways this is able to keep the weight down is back here, it does not have a special barrel nut. This uses a traditional GI style barrel nut. Now, you can buy a titanium GI barrel nut, and I've had one of those when I did a lightweight build years ago, but for this build, I didn't want to get into all the titanium parts that you could buy to save little ounces here and there. I wanted to see how much weight I could save by making the larger components on this rifle the lightweight ones. And this handguard also has a dovetail system on the bottom here, which helps it clamp around that GI barrel nut. And then it has 4 screws that clamp it together and make this a pretty sturdy handguard. It also has a pretty slim profile to it, but it still gives you a top rail and M-lock at 3, 6, and 9 on this handguard. For the receiver set, I used the Anderson Manufacturing lightweight upper and lower that they were nice enough to provide for this video. Now, this is a forged receiver set that's had lightning cuts done to the left, right, and the top side of this receiver set. Now, one of the things about this receiver set is when you get it, it comes raw without a finish in the white, so you have to Cerakote it, anodize it, spray paint it, etc. But the nice thing about it is it's not a skeletonized receiver, so you're not just stuck using this for competition use. It's a full-sided, not cut out receiver set, so you don't have to worry about the dirt and everything getting into your fire control group here. So the small parts in this lower are a mix of Geisley and some stuff I had on hand. I've got the Geisley ambidextrous selector system here. I've got some anti-walk pins, a enlarged trigger guard here, and then I have a Rise armament trigger inside here. It's a one-piece cartridge style trigger, and it's a pretty nice trigger pull to it. It's got a firm wall to it and a short reset. The grip is the Magpul K2 Plus. It is my favorite AR-15 grip. I really like the rubberized texture that the Plus has, and I love the angle of this grip and how it feels in my hand. I've got a dual sling loop steel receiver end plate on here and a traditional GI style charging handle. Now inside of this rifle is the Anderson lightened bolt carrier group. It's got these ball end mill cuts on it where they removed some of the weight. They say that this still cycles fine without having to have an adjustable gas system. Of course, I could have went with an adjustable gas system, as I touched on earlier, if I wanted a crazy skeletonized bolt carrier group to save the most weight, but I just didn't want to fiddle with all the tuning that you have to do with an adjustable gas block. So I found this bolt carrier group as a nice in-between from fully skeletonized to full weight traditional bolt carrier group. Let's go ahead and talk about the stock assembly. That's where I saved the most weight. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, the dust cover, if you're wondering, is the Strike Industries one-piece plastic dust cover. I like them. They're easy to put on because you don't have to worry about messing with the dust cover rod and dust cover C-clip and then winding the spring around it. It comes pre-assembled and it has a little detent that you just have to press in on and put it into place and then let go of the detent and it'll snap right into place. So the fanciest part, the lightest part on this rifle is this Smoke Composites buttstock. This is a fixed carbon fiber buttstock. When the box came in the mail with this inside of it, I didn't think there was anything inside the box when I picked it up. I actually had to shake it because this stock is just that lightweight. It weighs 5.15 ounces. Super, super lightweight buttstock assembly. They have a couple different variants. This is the closed variant, and this is the A2 rifle length, so you can use an A2 buffer system inside of here. Now they also have an adjustable one, and they have a shorter version of this stock as well, and it's attached with a traditional castle nut and receiver end plate. So that is all the parts that I used to build this lightweight 20-inch rifle. Let's talk about it. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching to the end of the video here. I know it's a little bit of a different video, but I wanted to try something new and showing you the different parts that I used to build an AR-15 with. And if you'd like to see videos like this one, I've got other AR-15s that I've built that I could show off to y'all and just talk about the parts that I used in the build. Let me know down there in the comments section if you'd like to see that. Now, the idea with this rifle here was to build a lightweight 20-inch rifle in the original spirit of the M16A1. And I think we accomplished that while not giving up any of the modern amenities like the M-LOK handguard here. And we even used what they would have considered space-age materials in this carbon fiber buttstock here that keeps it super lightweight. Now, we just reduced the weight in the 4 major areas. We didn't go and hunt every little ounce down. I just wanted to see where I could get to with reducing weight in the larger components. And we got this gun to 5.6 pounds unloaded. Now, according to the internet, an M16A1 weighs around 6.5 pounds. So we have leeway there to add optics to this gun, iron sights, maybe a light, etc. We can still add parts to it and still end up right around what the M16A1 weighed unloaded, or maybe just a little bit more. So everybody, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. This has been another WV Guns and Goats video. And remember, if you're not out there having fun shooting, what are you doing?